Can NFL free agency offer fantasy football redemption arcs? Have you ever wondered if NFL free agency can turn a struggling fantasy football player into a star? The answer is yes. NFL free agency can create opportunities for players who may have underperformed in previous seasons. When players switch teams, they often find new roles or better situations that can boost their fantasy value. This is especially true during the offseason when team dynamics and offensive schemes change. In fantasy football, a redemption arc happens when a player who faced challenges, like injuries or limited opportunities, moves to a new team. This fresh start can help them regain or even exceed their past performance. Free agency is a key time for these transformations, as players can reset their situations and join offenses that better fit their skills. Several factors contribute to these redemption arcs. First, a change in offensive scheme can make a big difference. For instance, if a wide receiver joins a team that focuses on short passes, they might thrive in that environment. This can lead to improved production and fantasy points. Next, increased opportunity is vital. Players who were buried on depth charts or shared touches heavily might find themselves in more prominent roles on new teams. This can result in more targets, carries, or snaps, all of which are essential for fantasy success. Another factor is the supporting cast. Joining a team with a better quarterback or offensive line can significantly enhance a player's fantasy ceiling. A strong supporting cast can lead to more scoring opportunities and better overall performance. Health and a fresh start also play a role. Sometimes, a change of scenery helps players overcome injury setbacks or regain confidence after a tough season. This can lead to a bounce-back year that fantasy managers are eager to capitalize on. Recent examples from NFL free agency highlight these dynamics. A wide receiver traded to a team known for creatively using versatile players can become a valuable fantasy asset again. Running backs moving from crowded backfields to teams with clearer lead roles can see their fantasy value rise dramatically. For fantasy managers, keeping an eye on free agency moves is essential. When players change teams, it is important to evaluate them based on their new situations. This includes looking at the new team's offensive philosophy, depth chart, and coaching style. In keeper or dynasty leagues, the impact of free agency can be even greater. It affects long-term player value and roster construction. Fantasy players can seize the opportunity by acquiring or retaining players who are set for bounce-back seasons due to favorable free agency moves. Overall, NFL free agency is a fertile ground for fantasy football redemption arcs. It reshapes player roles and opportunities, making it a critical time for fantasy strategy and player valuation. So, keep your eyes peeled during the offseason, as the next big fantasy star could be just a free agency move away.